This will be part 4 of our teaching that we're doing on what is the one thing that the Torah could not do. And we talked about the fact is that the one thing that it could not do was it could not give you life. This is found in the book of Galatians chapter 3, verse 21. And so I encourage you to go back and listen to the other sessions that I've already done on this teaching. But I want to continue now today on going back to Galatians chapter 3, reading from verse 6. I read this last time in our last session, but it says, "Even as Abraham believed Yahuwah, and it was accounted to him for righteousness." Now, Abraham was justified before Yahuwah because he believed Yahuwah. It wasn't because Abraham kept the Torah or he did certain things. The commandments came after Abraham, of course. They came, with Moses. I think it was about 430 years later. So Abraham was justified before Yahuwah because he believed Yahuwah. Now, this was a type of things that was to come for all believers, because we're going to see through the scriptures that the scripture teaches that we all shall be justified by faith and not by the works of the Torah, which Paul writes about. Now, in fact, in verse 7, he says, "Know ye therefore that they which are of faith, the same are the children of Abraham." They that are of faith are the same as the children of Abraham. Now, what he's saying is that the real children of Abraham are not those just in the flesh that are descendants of Abraham, but those that have by faith received the Mashiach and now have the spirit or the Ruach in them. These are the children of Abraham. Now, I know there's a natural seed and then there's a spiritual seed. You have to understand that there is the natural seed of Abraham, but there's a spiritual seed. And you want to be the spiritual seed. You could be a natural and a spiritual seed if you have the Ruach, if you have the Spirit in you. This whole chapter here, Paul is making reference to the fact is that about you have to receive the Spirit in order to be justified before Yahuwah, and that will cause you to be righteous before Him, but it's not by the works of the Torah. It's going to cause you to be made righteous. I'll continue reading. And the scripture, verse 8, "And the scripture, foreseeing that Yahuwah would justify the heathen through faith, preached," notice that, through faith, didn't say through the Torah, that Yahuwah would justify the heathen through faith, preached before the good news unto Abraham. The word gospel here is used, but good news unto Abraham, saying, "In you, Abraham, shall all nations of the earth be blessed. So then they which be of faith are blessed with faithful Abraham." Wow. If you're of faith, you're blessed with faithful Abraham, because you're using the same, you're doing the same thing. You're being justified not by works of righteousness of your own, but you're putting faith in Yahuwah's word, and because you've received the Mashiach, then you're declared righteous before Him, and this is the righteousness of Yahuwah. Shalom.